So let's pick this up where we last left off, okay? And I believe we were talking about selfishness. Many of you are selfish. Many of you are the part of the problem in with the world society at large. Now I put it like that. So if you don't think about what's actually keeping you in your state of suffering, if many of you don't even believe that you're suffering, then that's another component to the problem. You get what I'm saying? And I spoke to you, if you remember that video, I was talking about your spiritual liberation. Why is that important, folks? I also brought up some cultural aspects of perception in religion, and in from that standpoint, a lot of you have these positions, these perspectives, right? Because you view everything in a sense of ideology or something. Just something to get into to occupy your time while you're here in this material lifetime. But see, that's what you don't get, folks. There's a bigger purpose. And if you don't believe there's a purpose, then you're erring just from that train of thought in general. Right? If I explain to you all of the greater things, folks, that are in play that you don't understand, that are over your pay grades, right? Things are what they are, folks. But there's a purpose for everything. You know? Now, if you don't believe you have a purpose, then why are you wandering aimlessly about this in this society, doing the things you're doing to other people? Because you're looking for something. You're trying to find a good feeling. The foolishness is that you don't realize is that you're attached to everyone, folks. Because the Most High is the creator. That's why we keep going back to the Most High. If the Most High is all of us, and if he's manifested in all of us, and that's why I talked about selfishness. If he's manifested in all of us, then how do we not believe that we owe him praise? I want you to think about that. For the last couple of days, I've been giving you these examples. I've been talking about, you know, the duties that the great ones do. Their duties that they do for you, which are part of your everyday lives. The things that give you the opportunities to do this bullshit you're doing. If you're going to work and you're a boss looking to suppress, well, when you woke up this morning, the sun was out. And you drove to work on a nice sunny day looking to do mischief bullshit to your subordinates. Or you woke up on a nice sunny day and you were looking to break into someone's home or something. Whatever way this plays out, folks. The narcissism. I wanted you guys to understand that you have actually brought into that. Doesn't matter if you're a fool for doing so. It doesn't matter because this story has already been told, folks. So the vast lot of you who are drinking this Kool-Aid, meaning you're just enjoying, and because you want to express, like I was saying earlier, spiritually in a way that you want to cultivate that spirituality in any form it suits you. When things are what they are, like I said earlier, folks. You're not respecting the way that God wants things to be. He is the ultimate authority. This is why we keep talking about this. Okay? So the important thing, I told you last video, and I got angry for a moment, but really in my patience, I realized, because I'm learning from the great son, hey, great one, I'm learning that, you know, humility is the greatest thing, folks. Okay? That one single word will solve all of the societal problems that we could ever face. Humility. Right? The ability or the willingness, because that's where we get back into selfishness. The willingness to humble one place in society and be amongst everyone else for the benefit of everyone else. You understand what I'm saying to you? You're selfish because you're not willing to give up something, no matter what that is. Now, today, I was somewhere in the store, and, you know, I was buying some things. I had a lady in front of me, some lady of another descent, right? And the clerk, for one moment, the clerk thought that we were a couple or something, or thought we were together. Maybe because I moved my stuff, I put the little thing up, you know, the little stick or whatever. And so she saw that. But prior to that, she was willing to treat that customer like shit. She didn't acknowledge this lady. She was moving her merchandise around and just treating her in such a way that didn't show her respect or the courtesy. This is what many of you do because you're self-serving your behaviors. When you're ignorant, you don't even know the circumstance. In this case, I didn't even know this lady. But I'm trying to make a point to you that ignorance is what many of you do in society at large. That same exercise I just spoke about. You can use that and apply that to how you view people in society in general. You guys are not thinking about the fact when you talk about building a wall, you're playing into foolishness. Everything you think of is in some context of a football game, a Redskins versus Cowboy dynamic, us versus them. This is what they do to you guys when you're all the same. You're all air-breathing, shit-wiping fools. Right? The being who's responsible for making your air, I know the being, folks. So you're all fools to me. When I see you do this stuff and express in these ways, you're fools. Right? Did I feel angry about that woman in the store disrespecting the lady or about me or something? No. I understand that the vast majority of you will face a day of reckoning for these things. Because you're self-serving. You're drinking that Kool-Aid. You're coveting. All of this is tied together. Are you listening, folks? For everything we discuss, it leads back to the Most High. You don't understand. Why should you be giving him praise? That's the more important thing we're going to really get to. And I brought up in the last video. You should be giving the Most High praise simply because he is the Most High and he is responsible for your breath of life in your souls, folks. The great gods who could destroy you, who could step on you, they bow at his feet. Should you not learn from their examples, folks? They show you humility and they don't bully you. So when you have an opportunity to be over other humans, you suppress these humans, using them as a resource. You didn't get how I was tying this all in. But it all ties back to the Most High. Just showing you using them. How every day they're providing air for you. The great sun is providing sunlight for you. The moon goddess is holding back the tides. All of the great ones, folks, are doing things and keeping things in an operating order. They're doing it as duties for the Most High. And you should be doing the same. And you should have that same appreciation for the Most High. That higher things that provide for you are showing you. You're selfish because you scoff at the idea of that. When I talk about a society where everyone's working, imagine, let's play a game here for a moment. We'll do this. Imagine living in a society, folks. Because I'm on the Stomp today for this. Imagine a society where everyone worked wherever they wanted. There was no salary, though. See, here's the thing. See, if you people are thinking that's not possible, you're fools. I'm trying to show you something. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But you work at these places and you do things that you want to do. Meaning that you don't have to put a whole day at this job. You could just go there and volunteer some of your time. And everyone else is there is doing the same thing. Your boss is not really your boss. He's working with you. You see? And in a society like that, folks, prosperity and it's all connected to the Most High. There are societies like this, folks, where everyone prospers, is what I'm trying to get you to see. But I want you to picture that. A scenario, and if you're not willing to do that, it's showing the way you're framed. I'm trying to show you why you're part of the problem, folks. You're drinking this Kool-Aid. If money is not real and actual in any kind of way whatsoever, that means anything that's attached to it, any object you can buy with it has no value as well. Is this not your science? This is not fact. So stop fragmenting your thoughts where you're seeing one thing and you're trying to think another. It's called being crazy, folks. Sticking your finger in a socket and expecting a different result. You know what I'm saying? Craziness. But the average person is drinking the Kool-Aid and they're batshit crazy, is what I keep saying. But in these societies, folks, and in a society that you could live in, there would be no need for robberies or anything because everyone would have everything, folks. The people who want to have something over you to show you that they have something over you have something wrong with them is what I'm trying to get you to see. Right? You buying into that is buying into the covet or the idea of you have more of this empty thing than other people have. Not realizing that if the great one, if he clapped his hands one time, y'all wouldn't have anything. You wouldn't be able to access anything you have forever. You understand what I'm saying? Your Mother Earth takes away your air. You're not breathing, folks. Y'all not thinking about this. And you're not paying them anything. So to not even appreciate that is to not even appreciate that the Most High has provided them as a gift. That's why it all leads back to the Most High. So for you people who don't even believe in the Most High, why these gifts are being provided, when the time comes for the Most High to show you that this is all real, folks, you have been forewarned for so long, right? But your arrogance, your selfishness, the feel-goodness of everything is why you don't even want to act on these things, right? So when that time comes, like I said before, because you're so proud right now, because you scoff and laugh at the idea of God punishing you or the earth raising her vibration. These are technical things that must happen due to the pure evilness that you don't even understand, folks. See, that's why you're fucking ignorant. You're fucking ignorant. This is so extensive that, you know, I may have to do a part 3 to this. Haven't done those in a while, but I'm just trying to make a point to you folks. Everything that you're doing in society, you're not understanding that the things that are in place that enslave you spiritually, right, are the reasons why the things are going to come. Because you're buying into it. There's a force that wants you in this place. There's a force that wants to triumph over the Most High. That's impossible. That's freaking impossible. But the interesting thing is how they've misled you guys to take you on a journey that's going to damn your asses. Do you understand how powerful the Most High is, folks? And I don't think you get that. And that's where the real tragedy is for you guys in society, to do what you want. Whether that be less than moral or whatever that is. Coveting yourselves, you know. I gave you that example, but this is society, folks. In all ways, we're acting like this and behaving. We want more than other people. We don't want to share because, you know, you see that same shrewd person, right? With that mind, I got to have all the toys. And it's a low-level mentality. It's the narcissist, folks. We get rid of the narcissist, we have no more problems. Then we're dealing in heavily vibration, folks. See how easy that is? But it's not really that easy, is it? Because you know in your hearts that you guys are not in that place as well. See, I told you last video, it's going to take more than just you know, doing other things. You're going to have to get into yourselves. You're going to have to vibrate. See? Now imagine if all of you were doing this, folks. It would shine light on the darkness, folks. It would show the things are what they are. In every way, you're disadvantaged in every way. No matter who you think you are. If you're working somewhere, you're working somewhere. If nothing is really truly existing in place like you think, then why are you working, folks? You could have all of those things just because you wanted to have them. In societies like this, these societies have everything, folks. The technology that they have, folks, because they're not trying to suppress anyone with the technology. God, they're blessed by the Most High. Because you guys don't believe he's real, your society is not going to be blessed on the level that it could be. So when Mother Earth decides with her free will to take action about your fucking foolishness, which she's going to do, folks, you're selfish because you don't think she has a right to do that. If you have a fly flying around jumping on your arm, you think you have a right to swat it, right? Go figure. You see what I mean? So when you start elevating past that place where you can see how you're one with everything else, like I started this off, and you realize that the Most High is connected to this all, and you're willing to give him the praise, that's the only thing you should be doing. On these worlds, they give praise to God. The only energy they expend all day is thinking about God. And that's nothing for them to do, because he is everything, folks. The most beautiful things are God, folks. So whatever you love or covet, if you don't realize that it is God, then you should be loving God the same way. This is why you're fools. Dark energy can only live in places where the vibration is not in a high place, folks. It's science. It's God's science. But if you don't know who God is, you will never get his science, folks. The only thing I want you to think about today. You folks going over to my website, thinkbehavior.info, pick up my book, I Love Bad Behavior. You can pick the book up on Amazon, like, share, subscribe to the channel. And I appreciate that. Because we need to do this, folks. Those of you who are waking up, we need to do this. We need to start looking into ourselves consistently, talking to God consistently. I love bad behavior. But not like I love today when the reckoning comes, folks. Because then we can reset, folks. And it's just something that a lot of you just have not given thought to. You know, that's how you elevate. Y'all take care.